There's no way you could have...
Alright, so the next one I should be able to get as well. Actually, yes, I should.
Solve that one, Batman. Even I could... You must have cheated.
There is a point, and it doesn't happen all the time, but it might happen, where Riddler will start accusing you of looking up the solutions on the internet for his riddles. I don't know if that will happen for his riddles, or if it will just happen for his riddles as well. But it's quite funny to hear.
So let's get this straight. Batman saved Freeze from Penguin? Are they working together? Nah.
I can't remember which shot this building is on. I think it's
I
this
thought I
one.
told you to go get me some. What happened? I couldn't find any.
Right. Ooh, what's
Please.
that?
It's not my fault. I don't see anyone else here. You're the one who didn't do what he was told to do. So I guess you're the one who's gonna start hurting. Oh, please, no. Shut up. I'm gonna enjoy this.
So, next Riddler room. This one's got a proper sequence break in it, if I do it right.
I've done it. This is one puzzle you cannot solve. What? How did you... This is cheating. Do you hear me? Cheating!
The hit detection in this one is very, very harsh. If you so much as scratch one of those blades, it kills you.
Are you feeling the pressure?
Right, so what I was supposed to do there's a bunch of magnets in the block, and I need to move the block so that it lands on that pressure pad that I stood on. If I get off of that pressure pad, then the fence just becomes reactivated. But if I jump off the fence while it's being activated, if I jump off the fence while it's being activated, then it doesn't count that I've jumped off of it. So I can sort of skip the little block puzzle. I think that might actually be the fastest I've done that room. That went really, really well.
No!
Yes. Alright. Yeah, it's quite industrial southwest. So, next Riddler hostage, because he's in the area. If I can find it. Should be around here.
It's time. Batman took down Penguin. So now, the museum.
It's the freaking bat! Batman!
There it is.
It's Batman!
Alright, slightly less accurate gliding than I would have hoped, but got there.
I'm telling you, man, it went down there. You're just seeing things. No way did something get...
Okay, so this is the last room you'll see for a little while.
What? What kept you? Did you get lost? Were you scared? Did I finally get to
This
you?
one's got a neat break
Have
in
you
it as well, if
accepted
I get it
that I'm
right.
the winner here? Have I ground down? Have I made my point? No.
No.
Well, this next room will with that. What's wrong? Scared? Confused? About to die under a rotating mass of steel and stars?
Get up, get up,
Or
get
is
up.
it all three?
Ooh, that was close. I hope I don't need my health or anything soon. I don't think I do actually. I should be fine.
As you look upon my work, your primitive
So again,
brain
like
must
the
be
first room,
struggling
I'm
to
actually supposed to
comprehend how I
deactivate those
managed
magnets
all
rather
this.
than just stand on them and take loads of damage. Oops. No.
What is it? Unsure what to do next? May I suggest lying down on the floor and allowing the roller to do its thing? I cannot begin to fathom the level at which your primitive brain functions. Allow me to give you some help. Give up and die. Nah.
Yeah, so I didn't activate any of those switches, so the magnet
What's
doesn't.
wrong? Scared, confused,
the
about to
Riddler doesn't
die
realise
under
I've
a
actually
rotating
beaten
mass
it.
of steel and stars?
See?
Or is it all
He's still
three?
taunting me, even though I've won the room.
How did...
Where is it?
Did you do it? Did you cheat? Of course you did. How could I expect...
Oh right, I really don't want to get shots here. There we go. Okay, last major skip coming up. By the way, I should mention that the line launcher, you can actually do this bit without the line launcher. It means that the line launcher is not needed for the game at all. Oh wait, except I'm doing this room. Right, so this is the one of the Riddler death rooms that was donated for. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. So this is the sewer one.
Not going
I'll
to
also
be
do
easy,
the
Dark Knight. What number comes after 3 when the night falls?
so
The answer
basically
is
this one kills
2.
you unless you do this.
1. And the Dark Knight detective fails to complete my challenge.
So there are two of those rooms that are supposed to be, as far as Riddler's concerned, unsolvable.
My puzzle.
That was one of them. And the other one will be coming up when I leave the subway. So, last glitch, or big glitch anyway. Look at that. No. There we go. So I can go out of bounds in the sewer. There are actually huge numbers of places in this game that you can go out of bounds. The tricky thing is getting back in bounds afterwards. And this is the way I do it. So I've just entered the door from the wrong direction. So from the out of bounds. So I'm actually now in the out of bounds version of Clap Street. So I'm actually on the other side of the door. And the way you get back is to jump in the water and it teleports you to somewhere where you get out of the water, basically.
Batman, he's here!
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, we...
What? Get over and find out who's screaming! Get over and find out who's screaming!
Please, help me.
And that's that room done. The slowest thing about this room is waiting for her to get up. It takes ages. Although there's a neat visual glitch that I might be able to set up. I'll get this right. There you go. That was the bat shuffle. Again, there's a sequence break that I can use, which will take me back to the processing center, sort of towards the end of the game. Now, unfortunately, nothing's there, nothing's loaded. It's just a sort of a way to get out of the glitch environment, basically. It's a shame. I mean, this game is so breakable, but there's just very little you can actually use in a speedrun. I mean, the freeze hover I showed you earlier, for instance, if you do that outside in Arkham City, if you go high enough, you can escape the fog, the smog, and actually go out and explore Gotham City. I mean, it's all graphics. There's nothing actually there, but still. Stop that.
Behind this wall is mankind's chance for survival. A glimpse of the future based on an amazing discovery. A discovery that will allow Gotham to rise like Lazarus, becoming a beacon of hope for this world. Are you intrigued? Then step closer. Witness the future of Gotham City.
So the rule for these is you need to be within a certain range and pointing at them in order to start scanning. In order to carry on scanning, you only need to be pointing at them and have no walls between you. So objects between you is fine, just no walls. You can also scan them while you're in combat, again, as long as you observe the rule about always looking at them. So, to a certain extent, I can actually fight ninjas while doing this. Oops, that's bad. So I can do like a regular counter, but I can't do a blade counter. In a normal game it's pretty easy to tell which, because one of them has sort of a blue icon when she's telegraphing her move, but in this one it's pretty tricky. I thought that one was, but then and then this last one, I could just go into smoke and it won't affect me. So that's that. Not fighting those, I mean, if fighting them, perfect fight for both sets of ninjas will take about 15 seconds. If that. But I don't really have any quarrel with ninjas. Except her. Okay, so let's go. Cheers. I just want to tighten the ties. I have to go back to the museum.
We missed you so much.
Maybe when I get out of the sewers. So in this bit, I have to follow Talia, and Talia
Thousands of warriors
sets
have
the next
fallen in
cutscene, so she has to
pursuit
reach
of
the
the
trigger.
demon.
So it
Would-be
doesn't really matter what I
successors
do,
have
so I can do
proven to be
whatever.
nothing more
As long as
than
I'm not too
children
slow,
battling the
she won't
enormity
stop.
of creation.
But I can show off her feet, which do not touch the
Nothing
ground.
can prepare you for what comes next.
Because she is a ghost,
Destiny
or
will
because they
decide
didn't
your
do
fate.
stairs, they just did a slope. But mostly she's a ghost.
I have heard these words 100 times. Let us hope you are correct.
Welcome, detective. I, the Great Riddler. Before me is the first final trial. Simply choose your choice. It is that simple. Feel the blood of the demon course through your veins, restoring your youth and twisting your mind. Your next task is simple. Follow me,
Oh, sorry.
and the trial is complete. Touch anything along the way, and you will die.
So this is basically a gliding challenge. I have to wait for a little bit because I can't actually grapple onto the platform until Raish gets there. For some reason.
These tests
And while he's waiting, the platform rises.
to save this world from the
And until it's rised high enough, then I can't actually... Well, I can reach it, but I'll need to grapple up to the top. You can pretty much do this from any height, really. As long as you can maintain your height using the glide. It's relatively simple once you've learned how to do it. You can glide almost indefinitely if you want. And in this, again, I have to wait for Raish to reach that pit to activate it. So, it's time as well. Well, I don't. I need to time it well to get saving some time, basically. But that one I just wanted to play safe. And then I did the shockwave there because it lets you move slightly quicker. Now this one I have to wait for ages. Mostly because the route I use, the route Raish uses are different routes. He takes a very, very slow route. So it's very easy for me to accidentally jump too early. Get that ages before Raish doesn't crash into something. I have to do that whole bit again. So, again, safety. That went well. Okay, you want one time.
complete this final challenge. I'm hoping to see you.
Okay, that went pretty well.
You have done well.
until he appears from out of the smoke. Okay. Okay, so this next bit, you can speed it up with really great timing, but it's tricky. So, run to the left. 1. Yes. 2. Missed. Oh. Yes. Gotcha. Alright, so I think I missed one of my quick charges there, so that's pretty good. This is Mash Y. And then a cutscene where they talk about the morality of what Operation is to do. So nothing much for me to do except to try and remove Talia from the scene. Oh, there she is. Start playing with the camera is fun. Okay, so I lay that gel because 1 in 10 times or so it's actually useful during this run. It probably won't be though. No. The rules about the ninjas are they will dodge you 90% of the time if yes, perfect. They'll dodge you about 90% of the time if you're if they're not attacking you when you attack them, and they'll usually counter-attack. If they're the one attacking you though, or if they're running towards attacking you, then they won't bother countering, or they won't be able to counter, something like that. Also, if you've just done a redirect open, so if I just dive over them, they won't be able to counter. And if one of them's just done that sort of special attack, that sort of charging attack, then immediately afterwards they can't they can't dodge. So try to aim for those guys, but when they sort of all cluster up like that, it's really tricky, so best to be safe and just do redirects. But the free flow focus, which is sort of when the red combo came up, really helps in that. I mean, that's probably the best I've had that fight go for quite a while. The other attack they do, which as far as I can tell is completely random, but happens more often if I screw up, that attack that they do at the beginning where they all jump in at once, they will every so often just all disappear except for one of the clones and all dive in again, and I can't do any damage to them at that point. It just wastes time. So very, very happy they didn't do that either. Okay. This game insists on giving me, telling me when I've got all the items, even though I've already got them. It's bizarre. There we go. So, yeah, like I said, the line launcher isn't actually needed to complete this game at all, except for advancing the story. But it is slightly faster in some areas like this one. Oh. Got the wrong one. No. No, I should use that one. Yeah, I forgot to get the Talia container last time I was there, but I have to go out of my way to slightly out of my way to get it anyway, so it doesn't matter that much whether I get it then or earlier. So this bit can be skipped. Only problem is there's two guys guarding the exit,
We just need to wait.
so I have to.
Then head into the tunnels.
I'll cover this way.
There you go. Oh,
The bat's here.
subway. Oh, I've got to take these guys out. They'll shoot me a lot.
Stay calm. We need to keep it together and find him. We lose it, lose death. Understand?
There we go. Right, so this is the other Riddler death room that was donated for. Again, like the first one,
What
cannot be
starts
solved.
with a tick and ends with a shot?
Oh, what? Oh, okay, yeah, for some reason, even though it let me do the other one, because I already did this in my first playthrough when I was getting, because you have to get all the trophies in order to get all the hostages activated, so I had to do that to get this, but, so what's meant to happen is once I hack that device, that door seals, just like in the other room, and all of the floors become electrified. Anyone want to guess how you get out of this? Exactly, by being Batman. But yeah, specifically, if you just use the line launcher and like, you need that upgrade, and you just hang around up here until it goes off, and then Riddler will accuse you of cheating again. Which it might be. As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been a real solution found for this, so, or for the other room, so my theory is you're not meant to be able to solve them and you just die, which is why those two are called the Riddler death rooms. But yeah, sorry to the guy who donated, I didn't realise, I didn't actually know that you can't do that in your second playthrough if you got it in the first one. Which is weird actually, because you can do quite a lot of Riddler's trophies even if you've already done them. Cheers.
We'll make sure this hurts you bad.
So there's a slight amount of backtracking that's going to occur here. I have to go back to the museum because I forgot to get the Titan container for the Bane side quest.
There is a new inmate entering my facility. The more
Yeah, sure.
among you will recognize him as Quincy Sharp, Mayor of Gotham and failed warden of old Arkham Asylum.
Well, there's still 3 things in
Provide him
Arkham City that haven't been reached yet for donation incentives. There is, I assume these are in order. How long is it until the Mad Hatter fight?
Come on. Okay. You do get to see me use the gate glitch again, so, you know, not all bad, I guess.
Robo Sparkle.
Yep.
How long is it until the Mad Hatter fight?
The Mad Hatter fight can be started any time after I.
Mr. Cobblepot, all locked up.
So, a rough,
So,
you have a rough time estimate?
I'm just trying to think now.
Because I assume that's the next one coming up on the installation incentives.
Yeah, so that can be activated after the freeze fights. So once I get this Titan container, it should be about 10 minutes tops.
Okay, so only 10 minutes left to get your money in for doing the Mad Hatter fight one-handed. We have $0 for that, and there's a $20 goal. After that, there is the Nora Fry's side quest, also $20. We am currently at 0. And then there is the Harley Quinn's Revenge, which has a goal of $100. And we have 20. So get your donations in for those if you want them to happen. If you want Mad Hatter one-handed to happen, you have about 10 minutes.
Yeah, so this is going to add... I should have remembered to do this earlier. Sorry about that.
Scared, Batman?
Alright, so those $5 from before is instead going towards RoboSparkle being green Spyro.
Cool.
And for those of you who are just joining us, maybe you're starting to wake up in various places now. This is European Speedsters Assembly 2012, coming to you from Skövde, Sweden. We are collecting money for the charity Hand in Hand, which is a member of a group of independent organizations working toward a shared vision to eliminate poverty through income generation and job creation. And we are currently at... let's see.
Oh no, I'm going to need to take these guys out in order to leave the room.
We are currently at $918.38 of our initial goal of $1,500. So let's break that. Yeah, not even $100 left until we break 1,000. So keep those donations coming in. They are very greatly appreciated.
I do like how the music gets a bit confused that you're not doing a fight and just kind of cuts out like that. So how far are we away from the 1,000?
From 1,000, we are $82 away.
Nice.
81 and 62 if you want to be anal about it.
Yeah.
Well, this is top up.
Okay, for some reason, I don't know why, but the fight music is now on. Even though I've done the fight. The fight music should have ended. Yeah, I do that a lot. I think out of all the areas, the museum is the one I've destroyed most. But just not now I have destroyed it, not much. Just a little bit. Okay, that gate was a bit confused. Right, back to the main story. Sorry about the distraction. Should not have added any time, really.
Batman!
Oh. Okay, you managed to miss. I find if I do it too quickly, the interrogate trigger takes ages to appear anyway, so I might not have actually lost time by doing that.
I hate? Little pieces of crap like you. Look,
So I've done one Assassin's Steel now. Done those two. Very nice. So I just can't quite remember where the oh, it's really close as well. Really very close. I'm gonna do the what is effectively Riddler's last room. There it is. I knew I was close.
What's good for me? As you can see, Dark Knight, that ignorant guard is currently experiencing the
So this room is a lot deadlier than
sensation
all
of
of his
her own
others.
mortality.
That's a good reason for that.
Can you help her without experiencing yours?
Ah, crap. So I got crushed a bit there. Getting the time on that is pretty tricky. Well, it's pretty tricky to do quickly. I thought I had it, but I didn't. Okay, take two.
As you can see, Dark Knight, that ignorant guard is currently experiencing the shocking sensation of her own mortality. Can you help her without experiencing yours?
Oh, does that come down afterwards? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it does come down afterwards. Bloody hell. I thought, no, it's not going to come down yet. It's not going to come down. It's not going to come down. You're a tricky one, Edward. I'll give you that. I might be being trolled by Riddler slightly, or I might be completely rubbish at getting this timing down. The problem is, I normally rush through that bit. I had no idea that first one even came down at all, because I just kind of tend to rush through it and all is fine.
That ignorant guard is
So this is a learning experience for me
experiencing
anyway.
the shocking sensation of her own mortality. Can you help her without experiencing yours?
There we go. That's what normally happens. Is I normally get there while it's down. I'll just click this bit.
So, you wrapped your brain around that last puzzle and squeezed out a predictable solution. How will you attempt to solve this next?
By not getting crushed. This is how I'm solving this puzzle. Obviously. Bat targeting system. Oh. Let's get out of the way.
I am shocked at your inability to progress, Dark Knight. A rat could beat this room with only a piece of cheese as motivation. This challenge was designed by me to defeat you. I do believe it's working.
Yeah, so no matter how often your hostage gets electrocuted, she never seems to die, so it's not like there's actually any time constraints. There you go.
Is all this too taxing for your primitive mind?
Oh, okay, we can. There you go.
A brute force approach to a simple conundrum, Dark Knight. How predictable. You weren't supposed to do that! That room was impossible! How did you... Oh, this isn't over, Dark Knight. You may have defeated me tonight, but I'll be back. Right. Listen to me carefully. I still have all those guards, so... I'll just need a...
Yeah, so that room was meant to be, according to the Riddler, the one that kills you. But obviously it wasn't. So now he's panicking, and now you've just got to find his last room, so that's what this bit is now.
It's the bat!
So again, you can skip that fight. So for donations, if you do want to donate for the one-handed Mad Hatter fights, that's coming up now. There isn't really a cut-off because I can do it at any point, mostly. But the sort of first opportunity I'll have to do it will be in about 5 minutes, assuming this goes well. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a good start. He always hits you, except for like 1 in 20 times he doesn't. So that might be a good omen, or it might just be not. So basically, the race fight was a big sort of combat-oriented fight. This one is all Predator, so I have to use various takedowns on him on Mr. Freeze. But I can't use the same one twice, because it just prevents you from doing it. Now, in New Game Plus mode, I have to use... I can't remember how many it is. I think it's 10 different takedowns on him. There are 11 available to me. To use. So, I've just got to find a sequence that uses most of them as quickly as possible, really.
So, you wish to use magnets against me? I don't think so.
Crap, it wasn't meant to see me, it wasn't meant to be up there, but anyway. Get down, get down, get down. Where's he going? Where are you going? Oi! Oi! Okay, I don't know what that happened. Freeze is supposed to follow your footprints. I just gave him a whole bunch to where I was hiding. Anyway, let's see if this bears any better. Actually, no, come on, cooperate. This is annoying. He's, I've got 2 more takedowns to do on him, so it's going to be this one in the window. I think probably the easiest.
I see you are using the against me. Do you really think I will allow that?
Oh, now he's destroying everything. Okay, here we go.
I learned from my mistakes, Batman.
Oh, there we go. Alright, so that went alright. I had a bit of a tricky situation where he decided to go completely the opposite direction to where I was. But yeah. So there's one more takedown which I could have done, which was the ledge takedown. So the silent ledge takedown. Which is tricky to do because since I've already done a takedown by jumping off the ledge onto him, he keeps freezing all of them. So it's pretty tough to get one. You only really get 2 shots at it if you're lucky. Once you've already done the first one. Plus it's pretty isolated from everywhere else in the map, so I don't bother trying. Okay, so come on. She does. For some reason, Vicky says us. You know, we're under attack. But you only ever save Vicky Vale. You don't save anyone else, like a pilot. So maybe that is not important, or didn't survive, or something like that. But no one ever seems to care. Sorry, is anybody donated for Mad Hatter?
Well, Gotham,
Let's see if we have
it
any
appears I'm
donations
safe.
for Mad Hatter here. And we do not seem to have any donations for fighting Mad Hatter one-handed.
Okay.
So I guess that's it for that go.
No, it can be done at any time. But that's like this is the first time it's available. I know you were asking earlier, so.
So you can actually choose.
Yeah, I can do it later on.
Oh, you can choose when to do it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, from a speedrun perspective, it actually fits best into my routing if I do it after the steel mill. So.
Okay, so rough time estimate for that.
Steel mill, I'm gonna call it 20 minutes in total.
All right, so.
But the point is, I can literally do it at any time. So as long as it's donated for by the end of the run, I can do that.
All right. So the next. So in about 20 minutes is the next opportunity to do the Mad Hair fight. So
Yeah, say so.
I guess we'll just keep this rolling until, until the last possible time you can do it.
Yeah, the last possible time I'll do it will be the end, the end of the game, basically.
All right, so that would be in about 1 hour.
Right. So this guy sometimes behaves. Ah, there he is. Sometimes when I'm not using detective mode, he doesn't bother turning up. When you have detective mode on, he'll always be running, but sometimes he just won't bother, and then it gets a bit tricky. I've had a couple of practice runs which has just been me searching for that last guy because he refused to cooperate. But he was good. He was good
What's the bat doing here?
Okay, so you can still donate for the Mad Hair one-handed fight, and how long is it until the Nora Fries side quests?
The Nora Free side quest is available now. Again, I can do it anytime really.
Okay, that's also anytime. So you can donate for any of those. They are currently at 0, and they need $20 each to be done. And I assume Harley Quinn's Revenge, is that after the main quest, or? When would that be done? Robert Sparkle.
Sorry?
The Harley Quinn's Revenge, when would that be done?
End of the run, it's a separate DLC.
That is after the main game, right?
Yeah, so same as Catwoman. It'll be done after the main game.
So those are the only 3 things left to donate for this game. One-handed Mad Hatter fight, $20 left for that. Nora Free side quest, $20 left for that. And Harley Quinn's Revenge, $80 left for that.
God, he's really not behaving. Okay, that's quite a bit longer than it should have.
Good evening, troops. This is General J with a quick update on what's going down here in Arkham City. As you can see, I'm looking much better.
You enjoying that, clown boy?
I think I'm looking better than ever.
For some reason, that's one of the few walls that I can break down, that I don't have to dive roll past. Normally, if you break down a wall using a gel and you're right next to it, then Batman will go into like a stunned animation for a couple of seconds, just like an Asylum. The time to dive through it is slightly different than Asylum, but for some reason you don't need to dive roll on that bit, so it's pretty handy.
Would you be happy? Does it make sense? How come it all ended in a church?
So Joker's still talking, even though I've exited the room, and Joker's supposed to stop talking when I leave the room, but because I left the room while he started talking, I basically skipped the trigger. I basically skipped the trigger for him to stop talking. At the moment, he's basically giving a massive speech to his troops, and for some reason, whoa. Okay, that's new. And for some reason, referencing Lost. You notice at one point he says, yeah. It's a bit like everyone's spoiling the end to your favourite show. It's just like suddenly they just all end it, and so you just go, well, wait, why did they end it in a church? I haven't seen it myself, but if you do know Lost, then presumably that's a big thing for you guys. So you can block that, but it takes slightly longer. So it's easy just to get hit by it. Which again, not very Batman-y, but never mind. Okay, now this strat is pretty tricky without detective mode because I can't see where the guys are coming, so I've got to...
I've got the door!
Okay, that should be... Alright, and he can't... Oh, he can see me. Never mind. For those of you who don't know, this is the terrible, terrible, highly visible sniper. One of the deadliest enemies in the game. Or not. Never mind. First time I went into that room, I just saw him there, and I was absolutely certain that there were other hidden snipers, and that there were, like the guy who was talking to him on the radio, was there somewhere, and I just couldn't see him, and I was worried that I was just going to get sniped from nowhere, but it's just him on his own.
What the hell's
Don't know
his
why I
problem?
bothered, really.
Didn't he give us the old the first?
The bat's here.
Those guys are actually easier now that they're armed because they won't ever counter-attack quickly enough to stop my combo. So I'm going to stick detect mode on now. Those of you who know the story will know why Joker doesn't have a skeleton there when everyone else does. But as a spoiler, it's not Joker. That's why he doesn't have a skeleton. But it's a neat little thing they put in there if you use detective mode during this fight.
You're gonna die,
Ow.
You remember Mr. Abramovich, right? Don't worry, Batman. He's mostly harmless. Get it?
Oh. Okay, come on.
Batman, this is getting boring. Maybe a little Titan will spice things up.
Coming through. This won't take long.
Batman loves targeting the Titans even when there's no actual point in doing so. Because they can't be hurt unless you cape stun them. Oh no, no, no. That fight could have gone better, but it's really tricky kind of trying to coordinate that with the shield guys as well, particularly with the targeting. So again, because the game hasn't been installed, normally I could skip this cutscene ages ago. But you actually have to wait for quite a bit. What have I got left to do? Bane. There we go. Okay, so for this bit, I have to scan helicopters until I find the right one. In this case, the right one is the 6th one that I scan. It's always the 6th one that you scan. So, pretty decent mechanic. But this area just suddenly gets very, very, very dangerous because if any of the helicopters see you, then they'll open fire and they can really zap your health very, very quickly. As you kind of expect from, you know, gunships. Now, normally, if I've got detective mode, I can tell which helicopters I've scanned and which ones I haven't, but this time I just have to remember. And actually... Oh, sorry. Scan, not him. Him. Okay, so I can see... That's fine. So, this is the end of the Bane side quest.
On the ground, prisoner! Now!
Now, Bane's really a pain in this. He basically works like a... in fact, like he does in Asylum. So it's really useful if you can combine it with the takedown, but a lot of the time he does more damage to me than the time guards do. Just because he'll randomly swing a lot of directions and attack guys that I'm in the middle of attacking. Like that. Like that. A guy that I was literally just knocking down and he's going to do it again. Thank you very much. So I only need to do those two, and it just does the lot. There we go. Okay, so that's the Bane side quest done. So thanks very much for donating for that one. Yeah, like I was saying, the easiest time to do the Mad Hatter thing is now. So if you do want to donate, that'd be really handy. Just in terms of fitting it in the speed run. But other than that, I'm going to finish off the Riddler. And just scan helicopters on the way. So that's 5 that I've scanned. So the next one that I scan, as long as I haven't already scanned it, will be the one that has the codes that I need. I think I might scan it. If I scan it and don't download the program, then I'll have to find that helicopter when I get out without using detective mode. So, that should be fine. Fortunately, it's flying me away from Riddler's trophy, and Oracle's just keeping me talking. Bat arse. Okay, so this is the last bit of the Riddler. He's got a whole bunch of hostages here, and they're all wired to bombs. Because he's such a pleasant man.
That's right, worms. Keep walking.
Do that.
You remember how to walk, don't you?
When I get out of here, I'm gonna hurt you.
You don't actually have to do the mashing mechanic for any grates except the one in the steel mill that I do.
In order to hurt me, you would have to break free from the predicament you currently find yourself in, and attack me in such a way that does not cause me to press this remote detonator, distributing your primitive DNA all over the walls.
Okay, my timing usually works. I'm not screwing that first
You'll
bit
try.
up, so...
I'll give you that. But I doubt you will succeed without blowing yourself up. Oh, and I'm sure I mentioned the remote detonator.
Basically, there's huge gaps for you to go down. If you get caught in the green lights, then the hostage will stop, and if they stop, they'll explode. And if you explode, game over.
Let's see if you still feel the same tomorrow.
No. Come on, where is it? That's close. Yes, now Riddler has to wander about there. So that's Riddler done. So thanks very much. Was it Remy who donated that? Because I think Remy donated quite a bit for this game. So thanks very, very much. It's like $150. Sorry, $100 between this No Detective mode and Catwoman. Okay, now last part of the story coming up. Alright, there's two snipers here, but they pretty rarely see me actually. Depends on my angle of approach. If I get a bad angle, sometimes they'll see me. However, once I open the door, they'll totally see me. But it takes them ages to open fire. I mean, the snipers in this game are not nearly as dangerous as the ones in Asylum. Where if you kind of like breathe heavily once, they'll notice you. Okay, so this bit's a bit inconsistent actually, but we'll see if this works. You. Yeah, pretty good. There.
Stop right there, Batman. We need to
okay,
talk.
so that gel's fairly important. I'm going to manipulate one of the guys to be standing on that when his next combat starts. If I can lay gels beforehand, but for some reason if I lay gels before taking those people out, then it disappears. And if I lay a gel immediately after taking them out, as in before the dive roll, then sometimes it'll disappear, but most of the time it'll just be in a useless position.
Your presence creates these animals.
So that guy with the shield, is there right now. I
You
hate the shield
created
guys.
the environment that allowed the germ to mutate, to become stronger.
So there.
Look at the Joker. Would he even exist if not for you?
But basically, if I move
It
about,
must
then they'll all
be
shuffle around.
depressing.
I can pretty much wander about.
All
even
your
though it's not very-
sacrifices, and yet you
But it doesn't
are
matter
the
much.
one to blame.
They just slap me a bit.
Oh, this is beautiful. We have at long last defeated the great Batman. Soon, I will take my rightful place at my master's side. We will rule over this world.
You can actually get into that room by
So
glitching,
thank you,
and
Batman, for
there's like
all
nothing there.
your
There's a few
help.
shelves and empty space.
Kill him.
Drop it! Drop it, Batman!
Fight back.
Oh,
Stop him.
Oh.
Break his spirit.
Again, the guns in this in combat scenarios are pretty ineffective. So, you remember in the sewers that there was a bit that was overwater that I had to use the line launch to get over. You don't actually need to use the line launch to get over that, it's just a lot quicker if you do. This one, however, as long as I get it right, is a lot quicker if you don't use the line launch to get over. I mean, even with that error, it's still going to be quicker. Well, if Batman actually glides and doesn't jump. But actually, even with all this, it's still quicker overall. Just do that. You're supposed to use the line launch to get round, do some shimmying. Shimmying is slow, don't like it. Right, so... I don't like the idea of how to take all these guys out without... Is he gonna... Oh, I went too early. Okay. Gotcha, right. Okay, he's not there. Okay, I should have made enough noise that they're all charging to me now. I don't know where they're going. Oh, crap.
What the hell?
Oh. I can't remember how many people I've knocked out now. That should be number 8, hopefully. Yeah.
This is unacceptable. I taught you better than this. Oh, Batman, this is not over.
Okay, that wasn't a terrible room. Again, especially the disadvantage of in detective mode is it's kind of hard to find them sometimes. So I actually have to make noise to get them to come to me. Which is kind of ironic in this stealth part of the game. So this is just Hugo again talking at me. Lots of fun. And there's a little platform bit that's got a couple of minor skips in it where you don't have to go up the way it tends. So, okay, don't know what's going on there. It's lagging a bit. There's a whole bunch of guys through there that are ready to shoot you as soon as the elevator door opens. So if you get on top of the elevator, and there you can take them by surprise, or you can just skip the fight entirely by doing
Cover
this.
the door.
Yes, sir.
When the door opens, kill anyone in the elevator.
What if it's one of us?
It's not. Control says that it's Batman.
Nice. Locked and loaded.
So yeah, what you meant to do is actually have that fight, open a gate, and then go through. But yeah, you can just glide out of it. It's not even tricky, really, to get that. And then this bit, again, rather than going for the tower, you can just use the grapple boost and glide up to the end of this part. Okay. So this bit, I need to get through this without using my smoke grenade, because if I do use it here, I won't get to use it against Joker's snipers, which makes that a bit more risky, so... What's... Oh, there he is. Okay, I got up here really, really quickly. That guy's normally sort of like next to the grate when I get there, so... I don't know where's Strange. Now, Strange is walking about randomly, and he can basically alert the guards to my presence at any time that he wants.
Work together. Do not allow him to defeat you.
No. Come on. Okay, now I have to drop it.
Batman's over there. Are you blind?
Oh, no. I've got his armoured. Okay, so that could have gone better.
I am better than you, Mr. Wayne.
Okay, so basically, because I took so much damage there, I didn't actually even get all of my armour back. Because you generate armour and health through gaining experience, which you get by defeating enemies and completing parts of the story. Now I've also lost my smoke pellet. Now normally that recharges, but it won't recharge in time for me to use it against Joker's snipers, which means I've got to do that bit without getting seen, which is a bit tricky. It's actually pretty easy to do it without getting seen, but without getting seen and quickly is a bit different. So the end of the game's coming up. So if you want to donate for me to doing the other side quests, so I can't remember what's left on the list now. One-Handed Mad Hatter's still on there. Harley Quinn's DLC, Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC. Might want to get in there now. Or if you just want to help out the charity, then you can do that too, because it is absolutely incredible what they do.
Yeah, we are still at no more money for any of those. We haven't gotten any information since last checkup. So not a lot of time left if you want to see that.
So yeah, more unskippable speeches. Okay. Right, so this is tricky, because I'm going to try and do it quickly, but also without getting seen. So. And without detecting mode. So you don't actually need to knock out these snipers, you just need to disarm them.
What's wrong, man?
Disarm them all to work, basically. And he didn't see me. It's a choice really, knock them out or remove their gun, because they can't shoot you, then they don't count as being in the fight. They can still punch you like that. Yes, okay. Normally one of those guys hits me. But it matters because I've actually got, well, I've only got hit once. That's my punch. And this is the final fight. So this is just hammer the basically spam freeze grenades. I'll take some hits, most of them are on purpose. Actually, I'll just say that all of them are on purpose, and then you might believe me. That one definitely is. So basically, in each phase, he uses one attack where he basically just turns into a boulder and charges at you. And you want to lure him into one of the corners. Which all basically dynamites for some reason. So you can look around with the camera with this and just play about with it while you're hammering X. Not much else to do in that bit. Where's my... Okay, I thought that was... There we go. Okay. So what you just saw there was me hitting him at the same time as he hit me, and I'm going to use that again in this next phase, which will very, very slightly speed up the fights. So if you play with the camera, actually, you can kind of in the distance the Joker over there on the balcony. So, I attack very, very quickly. Kind of hard to dodge. If you want to be reliable, you can just kind of spam counter, and you'll never get hit. But it's a bit easy like that. Okay, I wasn't meant to get hit by the little guy there. Ah, too early. Basically, if I throw that grenade after he spats, then I'll get, but it'll knock him down that much quicker. There we go. Okay, now I'm actually in health danger. Okay, so I got the quick throw and I dodged it. That's not a bad end. Okay, And that's the main boss done. So I've got Catwoman next. So that's the end of the cutscene, and normally, you know, that'd be it, and it'd be time to sort of get the next phone, which I think was the setup block is next, isn't it? Someone? No. Normally I would be, but because we've got the Catwoman DLC to do, I've just got to quickly. Is it saved? Hang on. I better make sure it's saved. No. Still got DLC to add in.
Right, I guess the other things aren't available anymore.
I mean, we do have a bit more time because it'll take about probably 20 minutes to do all of them.
So is this?
So if you
Mad Hatter and Nor Freeze, are those?
They're still available.
They're still available.
Like I say, you just got to get in quickly if you want them.
So yeah, they are. You can still donate for the challenges, or rather the donation incentives for extras for this game. So, but you don't have a lot of time.
Basically, if I'd already had the Catwoman DLC when it wasn't donated for, then I'd be doing missions with the with the Batman missions. But you can just do all the episodes individually once you've got past where you normally would be in a storyline. So that's absolutely fine. The other thing that happens is if I have to do the museum slightly differently if I include Catwoman in the main story, because the way that I didn't open some of the gates as Batman, some of those gates still wouldn't have been open as Catwoman, and she'd be basically trapped, and I wouldn't be able to go back to Batman and open the gates. I'd basically have a save file where I was permanently trapped as Catwoman and couldn't get past the museum to defeat Two-Face. So these are the Catwoman episodes. So it's 4 in total. So this one is just a quick fight. You see there's DLC skins for Catwoman as well, so I'll do one as each, and then if you want to vote for, I don't know if you want to vote or donate or something for which Catwoman skin I use, you've got a choice of normal, animated, or long Halloween.
Your mother won't recognize you when I'm done.
Where's it? Hang on. Okay, I don't. Okay, that's new. I don't have her extra abilities in this, which is interesting.
Hey, Catwoman, we gotta.
Okay, so it does give you the abilities you have normally, which is interesting. So that's episode 1. Episode 2, I'll do as animated. Episode 3, I'll do as long Halloween. And then yeah, if you guys are watching in the chat and you want to vote or donate for which one I use in the final scenario, then yeah. Oopsies. So this one, so the first one takes place before the game starts as Batman, as Bruce Wayne. This scenario takes place after I've completed the steel mill, when I've been captured by Joker.
Please don't hurt me.
And basically, Catwoman's motivation in this is she wants to. She's been captured by Strange, and Strange has locked a lot of her stuff that she's stolen in his vault, and
So how does he know? How am I supposed
ultimately she wants it back.
I don't question the... It's Catwoman!
Okay, so I do have all of her extra abilities. So in this, she needs to go and see Poison Ivy in order to help her get into the vault. You can probably guess what happens next. It involves a fight. Progressively, it doesn't involve a fight with Poison Ivy. Far less interesting than the one in Asylum, but still. I mean, as far as I'm aware... Can you get out? As far as I'm aware, there aren't any
Come on, kitty! Come
real
fight me!
sort of skips for Catwoman like there are with Batman. Other than play well, Catwoman. Basically. I mean, you can skip fighting these guys outside the outside of Ivy's place if you're careful. Crud. Sorry, I would have got seen there.
Alright, we have a lot of information here.
She's very quick. She handles very, very differently to Batman. Her run is a lot faster. Her dive roll is very slow, particularly compared to Batman, and especially compared to her running. Her slide's pretty quick. Her attacks are pretty weak as well, as you'd probably expect compared to Batman. So even when you're doing critical strikes, you've just got to be really careful about how you do this.
Alright, so we have a donation from Damien English, which is $20 for doing the Mad Hatter fight one-handed. So we have reached that goal.
Okay.
That was still available.
Yeah, still available.
That was still available, which means that, and there's still time to donate for $20 for the North East side quest. And the Harley Quinn's Revenge scenario, which we are short $80 for right now. So,
oh, missed it.
Right. There's not a lot of time left to donate for those, but keep it coming. And thanks to Damien English for his generous donation.
Toxins that will destroy your pathetic meat sack of a body. If you're still breathing, it's not over. Do you really think you can beat Mother Nature?
It is possible to manipulate this fight by going quicker, because Poison Ivy's little attack there, although it's really, really damaging and will hurt you quite quickly, also knocks out any of her guys if it hits them, and it actually has a blast radius. So it's tricky, but it is possible to manipulate that one. So that was episode 2. Episode 3, Long Halloween. So this takes place while this is taking place while Batman is in the steel mill for the second time, and and happens just before Protocol 10. This is basically where Catwoman convinces Ivy to help her get into Strange's vault, on condition that basically on condition that she rescues one of Ivy's plants that Strange has stolen. So, again, more running. Shame. Oh. Get over there.
This isn't looking.
So, yeah, I know.
Nope.
You can just whip everywhere. You can do really long jumps, like that.
I didn't even know he was in here.
I mean,
Me neither.
the things that determine whether or not Catwoman does a long jump or a flip or a whip, it's really, really odd. I mean, with Batman, for instance, you can cancel a you can cancel the grapnel sort of while it's pulling you in, which you can use to travel places faster.
Call it in. Tiger Command, we're in Sector 2. We were attacked.
Okay. Oh. Oh, took too long. Okay, that fight could have gone way better. It is possible to just spam your caltrops at them and they'll all just like stand up and they immediately keep falling down. But because I entered from the wrong angle, they were too spread out for me. So screwed that up a little bit. Okay. So this is probably the only stealth mission in the game that you actually have to be stealthy for. And it's literally because if you get seen at all, then the gate locks. There you go, you just put it there. Catwoman's really good at Predator as well because she can run without being heard. If you are Batman and you run at guards, then they'll hear you. Oh, I can't get that. But yeah, there's almost nothing Catwoman can do in her normal motions that actually mean that a guard will hear her. Where's he gone? Oh, sometimes these guys just will not cooperate. Right then. Again, it's the no donation, the no detective mode donation. I'm also using that to include thief mode, which is basically Catwoman's version of detective mode. It's less good though, as you'd expect, because she's not Batman. Okay.
Someone's opening the vault. If it is, no one told us. Listen up.
I can be seen. I can be seen. There we go. Ow! Stop that. Yeah. Well, the first guard was alright because he was far enough around the corner that I couldn't be seen. But that's... yeah. I thought that second one would be fine. Because the first one was fine. But it wasn't. Basically, all three of those guys should be dragged by the whip far enough that they're not going to get...
Someone's opening the vault.
So this guy's now fine because I can just...
If it is, no one told us.
Do a
Listen
takedown
up.
from there.
The room is hot. Spread out and search for
as soon as
intruders.
someone
No
wants to see
prisoners.
him. Oh, he's not... oh, they're going to be a pain, aren't they? Yeah, I thought so. Alright, get over here. Oh, it's not cooperating today.
Moving to cover location.
This is going to be a pain. Alright.
Target has vanished.
Right, now hopefully he is distracted enough that I can take these two out. Gotcha.
This is Tiger 5-4. We have confirmation the target is in the steel mill. I repeat, Batman is in the steel mill.
Good. Make it our first target.
That's a pain.
Protocol 10 will wipe both the Batman and the Joker from this Earth.
Target is
If you want to, you can also
Protocol 10 commence.
Have his plants on the table, and you can basically destroy it if you want to.
1.
Come on. Lovely country speed. God. I'm not used to that taking that taking so long. Yes. Wow, they really do not have much stun on those things. Right. Yeah, so you can just basically destroy over his plant if you want to.
All
I
units,
might do
we
it
have
anyway.
visual confirmation. The steel mill is hit. Batman is down. I repeat, Batman is down.
Good. Wait until Protocol 10 has completed, then send out a squad to retrieve the Batman's body.
Little optional extra.
Understood,
Now there's
sir.
another one here. So your new primary objective: escape Arkham City with the loot. Now we I skipped most of the cutscene, but obviously she didn't. She went to help Batman. Now you do actually have the choice to walk out of Arkham City at this point after you've seen Batman. See, pretty obvious moral choice. Now, it takes quite a while to show you what happens if I go the other way, but basically what happens is it just goes to the ending credits, except it's bad ending, basically, where Joker wins, Batman dies, Gotham's doomed, etc., etc. And all you hear is like one final radio broadcast miracle, and then once that's gone over with, there's suddenly a massive sort of rewind, and it basically transports you back into that other room, into the room that I started with in the vault. So yeah, so episode 4. Do we have any preference from the chat or anything for which Catwoman I use for this last one?
Let's see if anyone has anything to say. Not really. So, default Catwoman, someone says.
Yeah, Long Halloween.
I don't know.
Default. Sorry.
2 people say default. 3 people say default.
Yep.
So let's go with default.
Okay, let's do it. So yeah, if I actually did this on the story file that I'd used, then the game would be broken then, and I wouldn't be able to get through the museum at all because I haven't opened some of the gates. Luckily, this is a sort of I suppose an IL individual episode scenario, so that's actually perfectly fine.
Give us coats.
Actually,
Default
I'm
has
not
the
sure if it
best
happens.
cleavage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it happens on
Well,
the.
it has the most cleavage.
I think it does have the most cleavage. Animated Catwoman is not intended to have cleavage, and Long Halloween is from a comic book of the same name,
Forget when Quinn beat old Sharpie to a
which
pulp.
again is not there for its cleavage. Actually, I think in this one, she actually does get blasted, so you can see all the burn marks on her. If you pick Long Halloween or animated, then there's no like dirt or blast marks or anything like that. She's just unconscious. The default costumes for both Batman and Catwoman take story damage as you go through.
The thing is, chat, RoboSparkle knows his way around cleavage.
I have to study this game quite a lot to you know, the speed run, so it's only natural that I need to know this stuff. And it doesn't stop being true Yeah. And they're all telling the truth. Come on. So it's time to head to the Glitch Museum. Luckily it's not the Glitch Museum, it's the actual museum, so should be fine on there.
If I ever get out of this place, I am leaving this hellhole and never coming back.
I missed that. I mean, in this game, Catwoman has the fastest running speed and the slowest climbing speed. So, if at all possible, you want her to run as much as you can.
Who let Catwoman in here?
Unfortunately, she's just jumping everywhere. It doesn't help matters. It is possible to get into the museum without taking these guys out, but it's very tricky, and I've only managed it.
Be stupid enough to build another crazy.
Look out! It's the.
Gotcha. If I'd taken like even half a second longer than that, then it would have demanded that I secure area to continue. So, yeah. So the gate's down. Batman's clearly unlocked it or something.
Must have been from the cat.
These guys see you just as soon as you get anywhere near them, so you can't really skip them. There is a fight coming up in a bit that I can skip though. Oops.
I'll make you meow, bitch.
No, but I'm very quickly with that.
So for those of you just now tuning in, this is ESA, the European Speedsters Assembly, hosted by Ludimbi in Hultda, Sweden. We are currently accepting donations for the charity organization Hand in Hand, which is a member of a group of independent organizations working toward a shared vision to eliminate poverty through income generation and job creation. Currently playing is Batman Arkham City. Our runner is Robo Sparkle.
So yeah, that guy that didn't open his mouth.
And after this is Setup, followed by Duo Princess, played by Dammit Man 666.
I always knew you were chicken.
Damn it, man. Okay, so I think this is like the only sequence break that's been found. Very, very minor one. But basically, you're supposed to climb all the way through here to get to the other end. This water's now safe, by the way. There's no shark in it anymore. The one that killed me twice. Not happy about that. But I think I'm not sure what the trigger is, but when you get here, you can just jump in and she'll climb out the water. At not even at the platform, but at there. So yeah, very handy.
Also, donation incentives. For $5, you can change the W split, the color of the W split timer to any color of your choice, and this can also be combined with other donation challenges. For $500, if we can reach $500 for the following donation incentive, Preziman will run the rest of his games shirtless.
Where is it? Ow, bugger. Yeah, no, I'm gonna die. Alright, that bit, you can do that really, really quickly, because the idea is you have to knock out Two-Face by basically doing what amounts to 4 takedowns on him. The quickest way to do that is to alert all of the guards to one guard's position, they'll run away, and you do have enough time to take Two-Face out. If you get seen and shot, because Catwoman won't grapple to a bloody gargoyle, then you're screwed.
So, other donation incentives for this game, the Nora Freeze side quest still has 0 at the $20 goal, and the Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC has a goal set at $100, and 20 of that has been met so far. So if you guys are interested in seeing those two being run through before the end of the game, go ahead and send in those donations.
Yeah, the Mad Hatter thing is after this. As long as I stop screwing this up, this will not take long at all. Oh, no. I might still be able to do this if I'm very, very lucky. No, I'm not very, very lucky at all. Ironically enough, this is still quicker, even with 3 restarts, it is still quicker than doing this room normally. Just because all of Two-Face's henchmen respawn forever. I just need to be less fast at that bit. Oh, did not want to do that.
Stop it!
Why now? Marathon, like, yeah. I need to, if I can get up to one of the bloody gargoyles without being seen, I'll be safe. But the problem is Catwoman is not Batman, and Batman, you just point him at a gargoyle and he'll go, yes sir, and Catwoman goes, I don't feel like it today. There, got it. You see, why couldn't you done that ages ago? God. Right. So, all Two-Face's men are running away to that guy that I knocked down.
Bitch. Look everywhere. We'll find her, and when we do, she's dead.
Okay, and...
Okay, so, I should also mention that there is going to be a
I'm well out in the open,
race.
I'm well out in the open.
What are you waiting for? Help me!
There's also going to be a 4-way race in...
Oh, come on!
I'll give this a minute. Okay. There's going to be a 4-way race in Spyro 2 for PlayStation between Cypress, DR Singe, RoboSparkle, and Neviutes, and you can donate money towards which color Spyro each player plays. So far, for RoboSparkle, it's $5 for a green Spyro.
Oh, awesome. Who donated that?
Pretty little things, at least.
What was that?
Okay. Right.
Take a minute. Chill the hell out.
Okay, this is no longer quicker than doing it normally. You know, if I get it right first time normally, but that should work. Yes, Cal troops. And I'm gonna get shot to hell, but it doesn't matter. Done. Oh, that was really bad. No, I've still got one-handed Mad Hatter.
The rest I gave away.
So that will take another 5 minutes. How am I doing for time, by the way? 3:04. Oh, sorry. 3. The thing is, I mean, this is sort of all of the do it for Story Plus. This is all of the like bits that I sort of planned to add in. That's why the time estimate was so high. I didn't really plan to die 4 or 5 times though. You know, and do all of the optional side quests. This is by far the quickest one though. I probably lost about 5 minutes by missing one of the Titan containers anyway. So that was pretty bad.
Arkham City. Not a name
That building is full of death.
You went up above us.
Luckily, I've got lots of armor, and it won't even affect this fight. Okay, now it'll affect this fight. Yep. Unless I get more donations in, but I wasn't expecting to get all of them anyway, so it should be fine.
I'll find you. I'm not. Please, I did what you said. I tried.
Yeah, do a final search because you've got basically 5 minutes before this is finished, as long as it goes right.
How about I break a few bones to remind you what's waiting for you? No, I'll do it. You don't need to hurt me again.
Alright, and we are officially cutting off there for donations for any more Arkham City bonuses. There will be the one-handed Mad Hatter challenge, but we did not raise enough for the Nora Freeze side quest or the Harley Quinn's revenge. So the Mad Hatter fight is the only thing left in this game, and then we're going to set up for the PC games block. So no, not the pizza games block.
So you can see that Mad Hatter lives up to his name. He does indeed, and he's quite mad. Really? He's more of the giggly mad rather than the frothing at the mouth mad. Right. Oh, I've got to do button mashing one-handed. This is going to be a pain. So, pretty little hats. Now, this actually does give you. There we go.
This isn't right. You can't be doing this.
Yep. And yeah, as you can see.